Okay, well here's the different bits and pieces we'll need. Obviously the homebrew kit, and I do have to emphasise that over the last 20 years these things have come on leaps and bounds flavour wise. They don't taste awful like they used to. The secret is, of course, is to leave it in the bottles after you've bottled it up for as long as possible. A couple of months I find is about adequate. But anyway, you can make beer for 30p a pint. We need a kilo of sugar, and we need one of these containers as well to put the water into the brewing vessel. If we take the top off, you'll find the other component, which is the yeast. And so we'll put that to one side. With the tin, I've already loosened this, and on the back, if you do want instructions, they're all there in several languages. Yep, we're going to boil up the kettle because we need boiled water to put in into the brewing vessel there, the brewing bucket. Okay, so we're now going to take the lid off. So we're now going to pour this brewing liquor into the vessel here. And I've got this spatula thing, most of it should come out. With beer now at £4.50 a pint in some places, I mean 30p a pint, just for a little bit of effort, seems to me like a really good deal. So if you're into saving money, or you just like the idea of having good homebrewed beer, then this is the way forward, folks. So I'm now going to pull that out. Okay, and what I'm going to do is just pour some boiling water into here. Be very careful. Okay, and I'm just going to swill that round, and the idea is we get the maximum amount of the liquor out into the brewing vessel. So here we are, we're just getting out. Okay, so we're just boiling the kettle up. I found a kettle filled to the maximum on the little sign there on the kettle is usually about right. So I'm going to carefully pour this in now, being careful not to burn yourself, of course. And then what we're going to do is to put the sugar in. So we've got a kilo of sugar that you can get for about 80p or something like that, 90p. Prices will differ where you are, of course, and we just pour the whole lot in, and that's that. So there's the sugar out the way. What we're going to do now is stir it round to try and dissolve as much of the malt beer liquor into the boiling water. Get enough water to top the brewing vessel up to 30 odd pints. So we're just going to quickly do this. You can see how quick and simple this is, really. I mean, it's great fun as well because you get the satisfaction of making your own beer and, of course, enjoying drinking it, which is very good. Like I say, these kits have come on leaps and bounds over the years. You can get them in some supermarkets. You can get them online. You can get them from homebrew shops. Just check them out on the internet. Okay, well, if you can see the level in here, if Nigel the cameraman can have a look in here, we're leaving probably 5-6 inches so that when the beer starts to ferment, it will come up and it will rise. That's a good thing. And then it'll gradually go down again as the beer works and uses the yeast. Okay, well, now we've got the yeast, so I'm just going to snip the little top off like that and sprinkle the yeast all over the top. Use the whole packet, that's what it's there, it's the exact measure that you need. And just for good measure, I'm going to take the spatula again and I'm going to do it a figure of 8 and stir it in rather like you would making some cake mixtures. So that's just to make sure that it's all properly mixed in, and the fermenting will start very soon. Right, okay, well, what we're going to do now is I've got the lid here, which needs to go loosely on the top. Just sort of don't squash it down all the way because the beer does need air. Okay, I've taken it through into the room and I've left it in a little corner there. So I'm going to keep an eye on it. The fermentation, the big fermentation, will take about 3 days. Then it'll go down and it'll be ready for bottling in about 14 days when all the bubbles have gone away completely. So don't bottle it up while it's still fermenting. 14 days I think is about right. Okay, well I hope that helps, and I hope you make many very cheap pints of beer and they taste delicious.